What is good, my Rags and Fitness people, my Rags and Fitness folks, my Rags and Fitness fam? It is your man Rags back up in this thing. And when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep. All the way off up in it. Guys, please do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do the world a favor and keep God first in everything that you do. And shake all of the haters off. For all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll? Tide, roll, baby! Ladies and gentlemen, it is your man Rags back again. Man, I've been having a blast. I've been having fun ever since we had that whipping over there in Tuscaloosa. We done put the dogs out of commission. Guys, I'm going to hop on Georgia just a little bit, guys, and I'm going to leave them alone. Have you heard of Go Dog? I haven't heard of Go Dog in a long time. I haven't heard of Go Dog since that scare in Lexington, Kentucky. And I sure enough haven't heard anything about a three-peat since last year. So Dogs, I'm gonna put an APB out. Can I get somebody to say Go Dog? I haven't heard of Go Dog, and I don't know when, man. Hey, maybe when you go down there and play against the old War Eagles this week, maybe you'll get a Go Dog. But I tell you one thing: if you mess around and if you let Auburn beat you, man, it's not going to be good because Auburn's going to come all out now. They've seen your last two games. And they're going to come out and play you. But guess what? Old Georgia Bulldog fans, I ran into a Bulldog fan, and guess what he told me? This is what he told me.
Hey, man, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, but I'm going to give you guys credit where credit is due. Alabama is one of the greatest teams that has ever played the game. It was a good game. But Bobo didn't call the right plays. The refs was calling too many pass interferences on the offense. Jalen Milroe is a cheat code. Y'all stopped us from getting a three-peat. Alabama, Nick Saban is gone. Y'all ain't gonna be good no more. It's a mass exodus. We got your coach Tavares Robinson. Caleb Downs is coming to Georgia. But guess what? We gonna beat you every time you play. No. Y'all beat us up and down the field. Your linebackers, your DBs, your defensive lineman was hanging all off of Carson Beck, man. All them interceptions that he... Oh, my God. Hey, man, and y'all was nasty. Y'all linebackers was nasty. Freak nasty. Y'all just the best, man. Roll Tide.
Now, that's what the Georgia fan told me. And hey, man, I love every bit of it. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'll take the praise, Georgia. You know, you're just little sister, little cousin, little whatever you are, but you're second fiddle. Maybe third, fourth, fifth fiddle to Alabama. And that's all I'm going to say about you, Georgia. Now, I'm going to move on. I don't want to make this video extra long. We're going to move on to Vandy. Now, this week is going to be all about Vanderbilt. Now, today is Thursday, right? We're going to be preparing and getting ready for Vanderbilt. Let's talk about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is 2-2. There's 0-1 in the conference, right? Vanderbilt Commodores. Their leaders right now, their passing leader is Pavia. He's 54th, 85, 721 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. Their rushing leader, he's got 71 carries, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns. Their receiving leader is Stowers, right? Wait. So their quarterback is the rushing leader too. I'm sorry, Pavia. Stowers is the wide receiver. He's got 19 receptions for 220 yards, 1 touchdown. And that's their leader compared to our receiving leader, which is Ryan Williams with 16 touchdowns, 462 yards, and I'm sorry, I'm messing it up. 16 receptions, 462 yards, and 5 touchdowns, right? So that's in comparison, their best receiver against our best receiver, right? But Pavia is their passing leader and their rushing leader. So is Milroe on our side of the ball. He's got 964 yards passing, 10 touchdowns with 1 interception, and he's also got 52 carries for 273 yards and 8 touchdowns. So that's a lot of yards per carry when it comes to rushing the ball, right? As far as the last 5 games go, or let's talk about the last 4 games for Vanderbilt, right? They played Virginia Tech on August 31st. They won that game in overtime, 34-27. They played Alcorn on September the 7th. They won 55-0. They played Georgia State. Now, Georgia State on the 14th of September, and they lost 36-32. They also played Missouri on the 21st of September, and they went into overtime, right? They went into double overtime, and they lost 30-27. So they're 2-2 right now, guys. They pushed, even though they lost to Georgia State, they pushed a pretty good Missouri team to the limit. Now, let's talk about Alabama's production, right? Last 4 games. August 31st against Western Kentucky, 63-0 is what we won. September the 7th, University of South Florida Bulls, right? 42-16. Let's see. On September the 14th, we played Wisconsin. We went up there and we jumped up and jumped around. We beat them 42-10. And the Georgia Bulldogs last week came into Tuscaloosa September 28th, and we beat those guys 41-34. Now, if you look at that, we have not scored less than 41 points in all of our 4 games this year. Now, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Kalen Deboer. He's put together a great staff, and that staff has put together a great game plan so far. I'm somewhat impressed with Kane Womack, but I want him to step on the pedal a little bit more, and it's going to be a no-fly zone, batting more balls down at the line, and linebackers being freak nasty, right? That's what we want to see. We want to continue the uptick, right? Continue the stride upwards is what we want to do. Georgia was a formidable opponent. Everybody was saying when we went to Wisconsin that, hey, man, Wisconsin is an okay team, but that's not going to be the game that you're going to be able to showcase yourself in because they're still a Big Ten team, and they may be the middle of the pack in the Big Ten, right? But I think Wisconsin is a pretty good team, football team. But we had our chance to showcase our talent. Alabama and the players had the chance to showcase their talent against a somewhat of a rival in UGA, right? A motivated UGA, right? They want to get back at us for knocking them out of the playoffs last year and beating them in the SEC championship game, but they fell a little short. And let's talk about them falling a little short. I see the narrative around ESPN saying that, and now this is Rag's opinion on this. The narrative is on ESPN and a lot of other places is that Georgia just battled back in the second half. I don't think these guys are given enough. I think they're giving a lot of credit, maybe too much credit to the Georgia Bulldogs. And I know I'm going to say that because I'm an Alabama fan. But I do think that we let off the pedal. I think the coaches let off the pedal. I think the players let off the pedal. We have a pretty young team. And I think that they're developing that killer instinct. But we needed a game like that in order to show us that when we don't keep our foot on the pedal, especially against a good team like Georgia, an okay team like Georgia, that they will rally back. But we let them keep that lead. We let them keep that lead for a grand total of like 15 seconds. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you on that one. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Right now, Vanderbilt is standing third from the bottom of the SEC rankings. Right now, at the bottom of the SEC is Mississippi State, and right above those guys is Auburn. So, Auburn, man, you're gonna have to battle back. You got Georgia. I think you're going to Georgia. I don't know exactly who's going where, but I know you're playing Georgia this week. And hey, Georgia's got Texas the week after that. It's gonna be great, man. Great football coming up. The same week that Georgia's gonna have Texas, Alabama's gonna have Tennessee. So it's gonna be a great week of college football, ladies and gentlemen, man. Stand by because it's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. They're giving us a 92.1 chance of beating Vanderbilt in Nashville. Look like we're like a 22 point favorite or something like that. I don't know. They got some crazy betting going on here. But guys, basically, that's all I want to do is just touch bases with you guys and talk about the Vandy week and just pick fun on those Georgia Bulldogs still, man, because hey, I'm still having a great time. I work with a lot of Georgia Bulldogs, and before that game, they gave me trouble because they really thought they was going to beat us, right? The fans were they was in an uproar before the game, and they told me when you come to work Monday, we're gonna be all over you. So when I got to work Monday, I came in and had my big Alabama necklace on, my Nick Saban hat, and I was playing Sweet Home Alabama on my JBL speaker, loud and clear. And guess what? They were so mad at me that they could have done something very strange to me, hit me somewhere, and you would have never saw rags again. But hey, man, I survived, and I'm here now talking to you guys, and we got a lot more talking to do, guys. So I'm gonna tell you this. I know you love looking into the depths of my eyes, man. I know you love it. But you also know that old Rats got things to do and people to see, man. People to see. So with all that being said, man, I got to get out of here. Already. Yeah.